everyone. Thank you for joining us on the channel. Now, on today's report, President Buhari tells Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar what to do after Tinubu'S victory. Now, we know that the much anticipated and awaited presidential elections has come and is done with at the moment. Now, the election, which took place on Saturday, the 25th of February, 2023, and collation of results began on Sunday. Now, we know that collation of results took about 3 days before we could actually get the declaration of the winner. And we saw that Tinubu of the APC was declared winner of the presidential elections 2023 and was issued his certificate of return. Now, we know that this has not gone down well with many people, especially most of the opposition parties. Now, we see the PDP and the Labour Party not accepting the outcome of the elections. And we also see that most of the supporters of this party are still not accepting the outcome of the Saturday elections and the results so far. Now, we see that there has been speculations of protests all around the country. Now, some young people, some Nigerians have taken to the streets of Abuja to lay a protest against the results which was declared by INEC. And we know that some of the major parties like the PDP, the Labour Party, have said that they would not accept the results and that they were going to take it up to the judiciary for it to be looked into, as they are claiming that the results was fraudulent and that the elections were rigged in a way. Now, before we go into the details of today's report in full, we'd like to say a very big welcome to each and every one of you. Now, if you are joining us for the very first time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they keep coming your way. Thank you, and God bless you. Now, on today's report, we're going to see the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, congratulating the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we also see the President telling Atiku Abubakar of the PDP and Peter Obi of the Labour Party that if they do not agree with the results, they can actually take it to the court. They should bring forward their evidence and come to prove the fraud which was committed against them, and that instead of that, they should not inflame the people and not take their grievances to the streets. Well, we're going to go into the details in full. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has heartily congratulated the winner of the 2023 presidential election, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, reacting to the results just announced, President Muhammadu Buhari said, "I congratulate His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his victory. Elected by the people, he is the best person for the job. I shall now work with him and his team to ensure an orderly handover of power." The election was Africa's largest democratic exercise in a region that has undergone backsliding and military coups in recent years. This election demonstrates democracy's continued relevance and capability to deliver for the people that it serves. Within Nigeria, the results reveal democracy's ripening in our country. Never has the electoral map shifted so drastically in one cycle. In the presidential elections, states in all regions across the nation changed color. Some amongst you may have noticed my home state among others. The winning candidate did not carry his own home state either. That happened during a competitive election. Votes and those that cast them cannot be taken for granted. Each must be earned. Competition is good for our democracy. There is no doubt that the people's decision has been rendered in the results that we look at today. That is not to say that the exercise was without fault. For instance, there were technical problems with the electronic transmission of the results. Of course, there will be areas that need work to bring further transparency and credibility to the voting procedure. However, none of the issues registered represent a challenge to the freeness and fairness of the elections. I know that some politicians and candidates may not agree with this view. That too is fine. If any candidate believes that they can prove the fraud they claim is committed against them, then bring forward the evidence. If they cannot, then we must conclude that the election was indeed the people's will, no matter how hard that may be for the losers to accept. If they feel they need to challenge, please take it to the courts and not to the streets. However, to do the matter means that they are not doing it in the interest of people, but rather to inflame and to put the people in harm's way, and all for personal and selfish gains. After a degree of polarization that necessarily accompanies any election, it is now time to come together and act responsibly. I call on all the candidates to remember the peace pledge that they signed just days before the election. Do not undermine the credibility of INEC. Let us now move forward as one. The people have spoken. Well, that is it on the details of today's report. Until we'll come your way next time with more news happenings around the country, please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.